Default. Okay. Okay, it's working. Okay. Why? Why can't you see my monitor? Why? Oh God. Give me a second. Now it works. Okay. Why? I don't know. I I uninstalled and installed older drivers for my graphics card twice today because the noise suppression, my AMD software didn't work anymore. But what is this? Okay, it works. Yeah, I thought there were some peaks down here that. Let's let's watch some funny stuff. Remember this company? It's even worse. It's even worse. Looks like Blizzard is finally dead. Let's watch this. I just hope this is not.
Blizzard has decided to do what they do. Hearthstone confirmed as new real money currency used to buy housing items.
Of course. Of course. What else would they do? What else would they do? I'm a little small compared to him, right? Is this better? It's better, right?
Blizzard has confirmed. It's not yet confirmed. I want to make a troll house. The last time this shit happened, it was for China. Wowhead needs to stop this shit. Wowhead is such a joke. Context, what are we talking about? Didn't this entire debacle happen with the trading post? I'm withholding judgment. It's amazing people are now realizing Wowhead is struggling, so they use clickbait. They were right. They were right. And you're retarded if you didn't think this was going to happen.
What you don't understand is WoW is slowly dying. It's dying since, I would say, Warlords of Draenor. And that was 10 years ago? No, more than 10 years ago. Oh god. What are we watching today? Remember this company? It's even worse. We are talking about Blizzard. Blizzard is doing more. You have to pay real money for stuff in game. You know, like every other MMO. They're becoming worse and worse.
Love going back to the old Reddit posts of all these self-assured retards and then looking at their posts in retrospect and being like, wow, how'd that work out, huh? Does anyone even care about housing? Does anyone even care about WoW? That's a better question.
The thing is, people actually care about housing. Housing was supposed to be in the game when it released in 2000, I think it was 4. They announced that they would have housing back then. And now, 21 years later, almost 22, they finally have it. Hi Ulo, hope you're doing good. After the game basically died. And you know the game is dead because all the ERP are gone. You're fine? Good. Good.
And apparently Blizzard doesn't. So hello, everyone. We want to take a moment to discuss some of our philosophies around the shop. Before diving too far in, it's important to define what Hearthstone is.
It's a currency you can buy for real money that you can then spend in game for stuff.
Hearth Steel is a new virtual currency for World of Warcraft being added into the Midnight expansion. Oh!
Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? Making more money off of the people that are still left in the game. Which, thankfully, I'm not one of them. I completely crashed out with the last expansion because it was I played one character to the new max level in one weekend. Then I tried to do a second character and I got bored immediately. Then I tried a different character and I got bored immediately because the quests aren't fun. It's annoying to play. It's just, oh my god, it's so tedious. If the leveling wasn't so tedious, I would have just leveled, but it's tedious. I rather play vanilla WoW and level there. And I don't even care if I reach max level. Because the max level area was never good. The low level areas, they were fun to play in. Like, until level 45, maybe even 50, was fun to play. Above that, not really. Everything below, yeah, super fun. Awesome. But high level, never.
It's purchased with real money using your Battle.net balance, and you need to use it to buy housing items in the Battle.net shop in the in-game store. Oh, what? Oh my god!
Who could have guessed? And you can't use gold to buy anything, or most of, let's say most of the things for the housing. You can't buy with gold. Do we have a bet? Do we have a bet? Because I think that's the case. Or even worse, you can't buy anything with gold. These are my two hypotheses about this. Either you can't buy anything with gold for housing, or only some things, and most is real life currency. But this currency, which is real life money. These are the two things that I think are possible here, and nothing else.
No way! I can't believe it, guys. Philosophy and guiding principles. Why the fuck can't you retards just say that you need to make more money?
Yeah.
Why do you have to play this? Why do we have to play this dog and pony show?
Because they think all people on WoW are retarded. So that's the audience they cater to. And the audience, likes to hear things like that. Oh, we do this because. And then, something. Instead of, yeah, we need more money. The audience doesn't want to hear that. Even though deep, very deep down, they know it.
Just say you need more fucking money. What do you mean? Like, I go and I stream on Kick and I say, yeah, it's going to give me another audience. Oh, by the way, I made $100,000. Just say it. People won't be... PoE releases bundles that are $480. How do I know that? I bought them.
Yeah.
And I bought them for my friends too. I have spent probably over the years $3,000 or $4,000 on Path of Exile. I have. And so anyway, and because it's my boys. Of course I'm gonna help my boys out.
And the thing is, Path of Exile delivers. They deliver. Not every season is, awesome and great. But the next one will be awesome and great. That's just how it is. Because they are listening to their players. And they also play their own game, which the developers of WoW don't. Which is very obvious by the way the game is designed. And also while we are at money, hello Kick. I finally got onboarded there, and I'm now able to make money there. Yay! Not that I make any money there, because I have even less viewers there than on Twitch. And on Twitch, I'm already very, very low. Yeah. I even bought with a second account, so I have more viewers. One more viewer because I have a second Twitch account. Yay! But yeah, I'm also close to getting monetized on Twitch. I just need more viewers. Yeah. But yeah, of course they want more money. And the retarded people, they pay it. To be fair, if I would play WoW and I had housing back in the day, I would totally do the housing because it's great. I like stuff like that because I don't know, I just like it. I mean, I don't have the money to make my apartment look super awesome in the way I like it because I'm too poor for that. But I can do it in, WoW. Well, not like this because I would have to spend real money and I can spend the money, doing other stuff like buying groceries. Are you playing War Thunder today? Maybe, but when I play it, then late. I New rule: I don't play War Thunder when it's early in the day for me because I always lose there, and it's totally frustrating. It makes me not want to play the game. And I think that it's also boring to see. When you see the streamer always losing every match, how fun is that? And the thing is, I'm not making this up. I'm literally lose every match when I stream play that game early. But after 3 p.m., everything is fine. 3 p.m., 4 p.m., everything is fine. In the evening, yeah, everything is fine. It just depends on when players wake up. Yeah, I think early in the day, all the sweats are playing. All the people that are either unemployed or don't have early shift or something like that, or the Russians are playing. I don't know, but it's horrible to play early in the day for me as a European. It's horrible. I get annihilated, and I don't even know why. I don't know why. I don't I don't think I do anything different than playing later. It's just the time of the day. It must be that something the player gets. You're German, right? Yes, I'm German. I'm living in Germany. So then you think it's a round day for you? Might be. I mean, it's 12 p.m. now. Or something like that, yeah. Wait, no? No, what? What time is where you are? It's 6:05 in the night. Wait, 6:05 is never in the night. It's either early in the morning or in the evening. 6:05 is not night. Sorry, but it's not. Evening. See, that local time for me would, if it would be that late right now in Germany, I would be fine playing War Thunder because I can win which also means I can unlock stuff faster and everything is less frustrating. So yeah, that's a thing. That's why I, from now on, will play the game later. Which, to be fair, is not very friendly to all the viewers that I have that are, from Australia and Southeast and East Asia, but I just don't want, the mental fatigue of playing a game and I know I will just get crushed, and that's literally taking a toll on my mental. So I just don't want to do that. It makes me not want to play the game at all. That's why I not playing that much. And of course, Arc Raiders. Oh my god, Arc Raiders is so cool. It's so good. It's so good. I also need to make a review about the game. Maybe later on the stream. Back to the video. Back to Blizzard being Blizzard.
I'm the big pack? Absolutely. Why the fuck not? I mean, you got a bunch of money. You're not going to help people? Absolutely, you're going to do that. So anyway, philosophy and guiding principles. Here it is. At the top level, our main priority is to make housing a fun, player-friendly activity, something that can be enjoyed by players of all kinds. What about the players that don't have money? There is no benefit that adding an item to an in-game store adds to a video game. There are no items that you can buy in this video game. You just simply play the video game.
Yeah, just like back in the day. Remember single player games? Oh my god. Single player games are so good. So good. Way better than live service games. Now, I do play a live service game. I play 2, 3, 4. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't. 4 live service games. Yeah, that's quite a lot. Actually, it's really a lot.
I know, it sounds crazy. Get this. You buy this video game, and then you play the video game.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you do. You just buy it, and you play it. That's all there is to it. You don't need money. No, it's unheard of. And then, oh, well, that was a long time ago. It's gotten more expensive now. Suck my you fucking retard. Where is it? Claire Obscure. This game came out this year. It was $50. And it was better than any game that has come out since Baldur's Gate 3. By a mile. It's not even close. The only thing that I think even came remotely close was Wukong. And this is, I think, if Wukong is a 10, this is a 12.
Wow. Wow, that's amazing. Maybe I misjudged the game by the trailer. Maybe I did. I didn't like that one. But I've only heard positive things about this game. Maybe I need to play it. But then again, it's just another game. I have so many games in my backlog. So many games. And I'm not even done with the Half-Life series yet. On stream.
That's just the way it is. This game is shit. Shut up, Shroud viewer. Shut up. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He never played the game. He has no idea what he's talking about. Okay? He did not even play it. Okay? Stop listening to him. He doesn't know. Anyway, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, I personally couldn't get into it. I tried so bad. I'm going to keep trying. Because Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is a game that's made for me. And so I know that I'm going to hit my stride, but I played it, and I've had a lot of friction. I really have. I've had a lot of friction with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But I am resolute, and I will continue to try. Metaphor game? Yes, exactly. And so anyway, my point is that Deliverance 2 is great. Yes. So there is no benefit to the player to adding items to the in-game store.
He's right.
0.
Even a Path of Exile. There's no benefit for the players. But they are clearly saying that, yeah, we need to make money. Here's things in the store. You can buy it. And people do. Do these things have an effect on the gameplay? No. They have zero effects. Maybe the stash tabs, yeah, but that's $20 you pay for them and then you're good. And it's just convenience. Basically, you pay $20 for Path of Exile, and then you're good forever until the servers shut down.
The only benefit is for you, the company. If you want people to eat, stop calling them hot dogs.
What?
Just say, you have to eat this. You can maybe put ketchup on it, maybe a little bit of chili if you're into that. But stop telling people to eat and then gaslighting them into believing that they're having a hot dog. I'm tired of eating and being told that I'm having a hot dog.
Yeah.
I am. Who else is tired of that? Everybody's tired of it. Me.
Subscription for the CET thing of your car, which exists. Volkswagen and BMW, and I think Toyota do that. I'm not sure about Toyota, but Volkswagen and BMW do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's tired of eating and being told they're hot dogs. It's fine. I play Wuthering Waves. I play Honkai Star Rail. I've played Lost Ark. I don't have a problem spending money in a video game. But it is a destructive practice that makes video games worse.
Yes.
And every game, Lost Ark, Wuthering Waves, and Honkai Star Rail would be objectively better games if you removed the gacha and you recalibrated the game to just simply make it fun to play without requiring people to spend money.
Absolutely.
And do you know what it is? You know what that game is? It's maybe Digimon. Like I played Digimon. I played this pretty much the entire thing. And
man, I still think that she is super hot. She would probably be the sole reason I would play the game. Because I'm a fucking gooner. Man, I'm so happy I'm not 20 anymore. Jesus.
And Duet Night Abyss. Yes, you've got that. There is no, again, all of these games, there are good games that have microtransactions, but they are good despite those microtransactions, never because of those
Path of Exile 1 and 2.
Okay? The only person that I have ever heard say that this is so fucking disgusting.
Oh, here it comes.
I was having a conversation. I'm just going to say, I was talking to Emaru.
Oh.
And I told her about this game, Anata. And I said, they're taking the gacha out. And she was like, oh. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, I liked it.
Woman. Woman.
What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with you? What do you mean you like it? What? I didn't... Why?
Yeah.
Why? They love spending money. I know they love spending money. I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
I had my ex-girlfriend and my mom living in my fucking house. They'd just they'd sit downstairs, complain about me, and spend all day. My mom would be spending my money. Ex-girlfriend would be spending her own, to be fair. But my mom be spending my fucking money, complaining about me being loud, just like I'm being right now. Oh, he's so loud. Spending my money. And then my house was like a miniature Amazon warehouse.
Yeah.
Every day, I wake up in the morning to go live. I open up the door. There's 5 boxes. Mom, what's in this one? I don't know. Open it and find out. What do you mean, open it and find out? You don't know what you bought? Nope, I forgot. It's a surprise.
Every package is a surprise if you have Alzheimer's. Or being senile.
Yeah, let's find out. And then she'd be ordering shit too. At least she was happy. She was. And I gave her my card. I let her buy whatever she wanted. I told her, do not spend more than $5,000 a day. That was... I'm like, you have to message me. If you want to buy something for more than $5,000, can you please tell me? Just so I know. And, that was it.
Only things over $5,000. So my question is, did his mother buy stuff for between $0 and $5,000? I mean, of course she did, but and being a couple thousand already, I mean, that's a lot of money. For example, I live off less than $1,000 a month, and I'm actually living comfortable. But I'm also poor, so
And corruption must be purged. No, she has all this stuff. She would buy stuff for Cody, for Jeff, for Zach, for everybody. She'd buy stuff for me too, and that was it. And damn, that was it. Yeah, exactly. No, I let. And it was, by the way, just absolutely best use of my money that I could ever spend. I don't regret it for a second. I have no problem. If I can spend my money to make my family happy, I would do it in a heartbeat, and I can't imagine not having that mindset. That being said, holy shit, there were a lot of packages. Oh my god, there were so many packages.
It all depends. I wouldn't let my family just spend my money just on the free will, because that's a waste. But I also come from poverty and I'm poor, so
it's insane. And so anyway, it's like the ex-girlfriend got so many of them, she would just tear them open. She wouldn't even use scissors. She just got used to just tearing them open like a fucking gorilla.
Well,
yeah, I'm serious. She just opened it up. Yeah, exactly. Just ripping it open. And I remember the first time I saw her do it, I said, what the fuck? Wait, what is this? Yes, exactly. You do it too? I do not. I've got a knife, right? I've always got a knife with me. What do you mean? Yeah, it's easier sometimes. I've got a knife.
Always got a knife with you? Don't come to Europe. You will be arrested. But only because you are white.
Knife in every fucking room. And yeah, that's how you open it. That's not how I open it, okay? And so I don't know what to say. But anyway, I've gone off on a tangent. My point is that microtransactions suck. Nobody wants them, and they don't improve the game. That's the point, all right?
Yeah, he's right.
The vast majority of housing items are and will continue to be earnable in-game. Only a small fraction is available for purchase from the shop. Comparing this number against collectibles such as mounts is a good metric here, with more than 1,000 mounts earnable in-game and only a few dozen from the shop. Okay, so what they're saying is that it's...
They are putting the greatest stuff in the store, and you can only get the basic stuff in-game. That's what they're saying, because that's what they do with the mounts.
Okay for us to do this because we've done it. Yep, all right. How?
That too. They're also saying, we've done it before, we are doing it again.
Housing items tend to be tied to core fantasies of players' class or race. Things that already exist in Azeroth won't be sold in the shop. Thematically important decor that players know and love will also not appear in the shop. Well, that's always debatable. I mean, what do you mean by thematically important? Like, every expansion pack thing has an item or something that's thematically important. Like, you had the cosmic armor with, like, Shadowlands, and it tied in with the Ouroboros armor. And the entire idea of the Shadow fucking Souls thing, and, like, the Well of Souls. So, like, what is this? I mean, like, this isn't also thematically. What about in Warlords of Draenor when the Fey Dragon was only buyable from the store, but it was the mount that you would fly around on if you took a flight path in Shadowmoon Valley? Oh, that's right. Are we WoW bitching? Yeah, McConnell, we're WoW bitching. We're doing it. They're adding fucking microtransaction items to the housing. Can you believe this?
Yes, very easy. Very immediately. Yes, immediately I can believe it. It's Blizzard. I didn't expect anything else from them. I knew this was coming because they were implementing something that needs resources. So of course they would do that. Why is anyone surprised? Why? I'm not. No, I'm only surprised that you have to buy a currency to then buy the stuff. And you can't just buy it outright with money. That's surprising. You can do that with mounts, by the way. And other cosmetics. As far as I know, yeah. So, that's surprising.
It's ridiculous. That's right. And so, yeah, exactly. How many of these, I still have it.
What is it?
Why store mount is bad. Cost money.
Yes.
Look good.
Yes.
Not a reskin. $25.
And that's what we can expect from the store for housing. I guarantee it. Oh, a share that's not a reskin, that's unique. $25. Oh, roof tiles that are unique and you can't get them in the world. $25. Oh, you like this door? It's nowhere else in the world. It's completely unique. Nowhere seen anywhere in the game. $25. I tell you, that's how it's going to be. Oh, and beds. Oh my god. Everyone that's not buying that stuff in the store will only have a bed that's already in the game. But if you're willing to pay real money, you get a bed that's nowhere in the game. It's unique. $25.
Blizzard, I think it says Blizzard Lazy too. I'm not sure. I wrote this. This is an artifact. This is from like 8 years ago. All right. We have to pull out the ancient magic.
Yep.
To show that nothing has changed.
Yep.
That's the worm mount. Yes, it is. This is maybe it was from Shadowlands. I don't remember, but it was from a while ago. I've had that for that long. Let me put it back up so I don't lose it. I don't know how it got torn. That's confusing to me. I'm annoyed that it got torn. Anyway, so yeah, Shadowlands was like 5 years ago. Why don't you shut the fuck up? How about that? Actually, it was. I think it came out in December, right? December something to 2nd or something like that.
5 years.
And you get mad over a game you don't play anymore? Yes, I do. I get mad over a game I don't play anymore. I understand, no, you love the game and you hate what it's become. I do.
Yeah.
And costs in the shop are clearly defined. The ratios of Hearthsteel to real money are fixed and easily understood at a glance.
Really?
Then why does Hearthsteel exist? If everything is so easy to understand, what is the value that it adds to the player experience by creating a secondary currency in order for people to buy things off of the store? Also, I bet you're lying.
Yeah.
I do. I bet you're lying. You are sucking liars.
Yeah.
I bet that it's not going to align perfectly. You're going to buy, here's what it's going to be, all right? You're going to have, it's going to be an item, and it's 1,200 hard steel, okay?
Yeah, and you can buy packs of, you know, unload maybe 500, 1000. The next is 1500, 2000. No, 1500, 2500, 5000, 10,000. And maybe then we go up to 100,000 or something like that. I bet. And the prices for the stuff is always in between those things. So we always overspend. You never have actually enough. So you buy more and now you have more than you need. But less, and then you buy the stuff and now you have less than you need for the next purchase. So you buy something more. Now you have more than you need and you buy stuff. And now you have less what you need to buy the next stuff. And that's how they all are. All of them. There's no exception that I know of.
And do you know what that is? It's $12. So you have the option. You can either decide to buy the $10 pack or the $20 pack.
Yep.
And the $20 pack comes with a bonus. That's the bonus. Wow.
Of course.
You're happy now, aren't you?
Yeah.
There is no value to having a secondary digital currency.
Yes.
You can't even earn this in the game. There's no
not.
earnable way for it to be in the game. Why a virtual currency? Okay.
Oh, here
Great
it comes.
question.
Here it comes.
This was one of the first things we heard the community discussing. Why bother when we already have a BattleNet balance? It's important to note that when dealing in transactions involving real money, a more deliberate and cautious process needs to be implemented to provide appropriate financial protections for both parties. This can be inefficient, inconvenient, and often tedious.
Wow, this sentence. They literally admit here that if they would sell it for real money, it is real money, but you know, just for the sake of the argument, that they would have to implement things to make the payment more safe. You could just load up money to your BattleNet account and then pay for the stuff just with dollars, euros, yen, whatever. But they say, no, that's too complicated. That's not safe enough. And it's too tedious. Who would want to do that? By the way, you have to do that anyway. You have to do that anyway. And then you buy the currency and then you buy the stuff you want. It's retarded. It's that simple. By the way, great thumbnail.
I can't believe that I'm still getting mad at this stupid fucking company. How is this happening? How is this happening to me? Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna just get rid of the okay, all right, now that's been fixed. And now we'll go back. We're gonna move this over. And then get rid of that. This can.
Okay. Here it comes.
Just a minute, sorry.
This can cause us to lose money. Yes, exactly.
Fixed. This can cause us to lose money.
That's all this is about.
So that's the way it works. It can cause us to lose money.
Yep.
So let me explain this and let me understand this properly. Your argumentation for why you want a virtual currency is so you can avoid having to provide appropriate financial protections?
Yes. That's exactly it. It's
I have
exactly
never
it.
heard a better argument against virtual currency in my life.
Yeah.
This is like saying, well, the reason why I'm stealing things is because I want them for free.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's right.
the reason why I hit you is because I wanted you to have a headache. What do you mean? They straight up say it. Smaller housing items in the shop are often low cost and players will want to purchase multiples of them to complete a set.
Wait, what? Why would I... What? Why would I... What? Don't tell me the items are one single use only. Or for... Do, do I understand it correctly? I buy... Let's... I buy a table, put it in. I buy one kind of chair. Can I place this chair only once? Because if so, this is a scam. This is 100% a scam. I have no idea if that works like that, but if it does, this is massive. This is a massive L. Oh, please tell me it's not like that.
Why? Why can't you just make it to where if you buy one, you can just duplicate it multiple times in the house? Who decided this? Oh, that's right, you did. You decided this.
This is really dumb.
Just let me dupe the items. Yes, exactly. Like, what are we doing? This is, you need to buy every single vase? What is this, IKEA? You know, here, guys, this is what they're... Okay.
This is retarded. This is getting worse every minute. What is he doing? What are you doing?
I can't duplicate this guy unless somebody gives me a subscription. Somebody needs to sub right now with Twitch Prime.
I love him. I love
Nobody?
him.
I guess, okay, there's somebody right there. Okay, we had 3. Okay, 3 people subscribed. All right. It's 1, 2, 3. We can't do it again. Oh, wait. Oh, no, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, we've got some more of them. Okay, wow. Wow, look at that. Oh, my God. It's like Fantasia.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, look how much money I'm making. Oh, my God. Wow. This is a completely necessary step. Everybody has to keep subscribing so I can keep making copy-pastes of the same fucking thing that you can create infinitely with no restrictions whatsoever and no reason to add an additional charge to other than to fuck the player in the ass. But if you still play retail WoW, you fucking deserve it. So you know what?
He's right, by the way. If you still play retail WoW, you deserve this.
Go ahead. I think you should make them pay extra.
Yes.
If people still play this game, that's what they get. That's what they get. Oh, wow. Scavenger just gifted 10 Surge on Scavenger. Oh, wow, guys. You guys got a pack of 10. Oh, if you get a pack of 10, you get an extra vase for free. Oh,
yeah. Isn't that great?
Wow. What a bunch of horse shit. Can you believe this? Oh, my God. What a bunch of retards. As an example, you may want a full set of chairs.
Around the dining table. That's exactly what I was talking about. I gave that example, and now they are using it. No.
Guys. You can't just do this, okay? You can't just do this.
To be fair, it's Blizzard, so they probably actually don't have the tech for that. And yes, I think the modern WoW team is that incompetent.
It's impossible. These fucking... Oh my god.
It's insane, isn't it? It's
Oh
so
my
dumb.
god.
It's so dumb, it's not even funny.
That's illegal? It
So
should be
dumb.
illegal. Yes, this is crazy. The match ones are sold
so
separately.
Dumb.
So yes, I'm not going to use a word, okay? I'm not going to use a word. You're a company, bro. Yes. And it's just multiple...
Yes, it's fine being a company and, you know, making money. That's completely fine. It's doing stuff like that that's just dumb. You're literally just milking the last customers you have. And then, I mean, there will be a percentage of players that see this and go, okay, I'm not interacting with that at all. And it also will be, maybe some people will go see this and go, yeah, I'm done. Maybe not, I don't know. But it's possible.
Place settings for your invited guests, or even mini... Guys, you have to understand, okay?
Wait, what? Multiple places settings for your invited guests. What? You may want to a full set of chairs to place around the dining table. Multiple place settings for your invited guests. Yeah.
Guests, or even mini... Guys, you have to understand, okay? Look. All right?
He's doing it again.
This is a good one. Oh, wow. Guys, you can't just do this. You can't do this. You can't do this. It's impossible.
This never gets old.
Every single one has to be $5.
Of course.
They all have to be $5. Imagine thinking that there's artificial scarcity. Imagine thinking there's scarcity inside of a digital product.
Yeah.
This is like an oxymoron. You take no Yeah, you don't take candles anymore. You buy them.
Yeah.
Isn't that cute? I like that.
Yeah.
That's for
is
Hanukkah.
horrible.
We're not gonna elaborate on that anymore. Anyway, so multiple place settings for your invited guests, or even mini candles to help decorate the room for a complete look. Using in-game currency can help make the process of obtaining many of these types of inexpensive items more efficient.
But
so
it doesn't.
Let me get this straight.
To be fair, if they would use this system as a gold sink to combat inflation, I think this would be fine. I think that would be fine. Why? Because it's just gold. You kill a mob, you get gold. It's not like that one candle would cost 1 million gold. But I also don't know how the inflation is in WoW right now. I don't know how worthless gold is, because I know it's not worth a lot. So yeah, it could be a gold sink, which then would lead to people buying gold, and they would make money with that. Yeah. See, problem solved. They would still make money.
Great. Okay. Let me just see. Well, hold on. I want to make sure we're on the same page here. Okay. So, it's more convenient and more efficient for me to put in my credit card information and buy them every single time with my real money rather than just simply being able to click and drag an additional one onto the floor.
Yes, exactly.
Is that correct?
Yes, of course.
It's more efficient that you have to buy them with real money. This is crazy. You may have already seen hints of this on the public or the PTR. We're adding a housing catalog, which allows players to view all of the potential housing decor, earnable, purchasable, special promotions, and so on. Also purchasable, by the way. That lets you not only preview it in the UI, but place a temporary version of it in your home as well, so you can see how it fits before deciding if you want to spend time tracking it down or purchasing it from the shop. Wrapping up, we've said it before and we'll keep saying it, but please keep your feedback coming. Okay, here's my feedback. The idea that you have to buy multiple versions of the same item is completely greedy and absolutely ridiculous, and it's an insult to any player, and it's an insult to the intelligence of the players that you want to actually say that that's more efficient. So being able to buy multiple of an item implies that there is a stackable system of the item. Implying that there's a stackable system of the items means that there's definitely an amount of these items that you can place to some degree, not to infinity, right? But there is some maximum stack size. Why are players not able to just create as many of these as they want if they've already purchased the item? The only reason is so you can milk people for the maximum amount of money possible. So this is like being able to...
But yes, of course. We are talking about Blizzard here. Of course that's what they are doing. Of course. WoW is not about making a game. It's about selling stuff to people in something that has the skin of a game. That's how I see it at this point.
Buy one of the store mounts, but you have to pay extra for it to be able to fly. This is embarrassing. Or no, maybe you have to pay extra to be able to use it on different accounts. Like, if you buy the store mount on your mage, you can't use it on your warrior. Why is that? Oh, that's right. It's not like that because you know it's a garbage system and it's fucked up and it sucks.
Yeah, of course.
So what you're doing is you're just adding in another way to fuck players in the ass for no reason other than just being greedy pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Just let people make as many versions of them as you want. There is literally no value to making people purchase multiple versions of the same thing.
Yes. He's
if
right.
they make this change, I will do a housing transmog competition in Midnight.
Oh.
If they make this change. Who do you support?
That would be awesome.
I support the players. I support these sad, addicted, mazed. Do you remember Bobby Kodak's Maze? Remember that one?
Yeah.
Just these people they've gone hollow. All they know how to do is run Mythic Plus.
Yeah.
Their minds have been turned into oatmeal.
Oatmeal is good.
I can't bear to see this happen to them. They don't deserve this.
Just poor, sad,
they deserve some
people.
degree of dignity.
Do they?
This is outrageous. How do I get out of this maze? You got to play Final Fantasy. Yeah, that's how you have to do it. It's the Age of Dark. Yes, it's time to turn around and see the light. See all of the candles that you can infinitely duplicate with no restrictions whatsoever. If they do that, I will do a housing competition for Midnight and, even make my own little house.
Oh my god.
It is embarrassing.
But that will never happen. That will never happen. Ever. Now, I might be wrong about that, but yeah, I don't think so.
That you would do this. The greed. Where's the WoW Reddit? Where are they talking about this?
That set for the night elves looked good. Yeah. Asmongold what's Warcraft? 4 years ago.
Isn't it harassment to make a group and spam report?
Yeah.
All bots.
Bots everywhere.
All bots. I think we might have to do what we might have to do. Are we gonna have to? Remember this? Are we gonna have to get a group together and solve this problem? You can't prove they're bots. Isn't it harassment to make a group and spam report? You're right. This isn't. These guys aren't bots. They're not bots. Do you remember we did this and we got everybody over there and we spam reported everybody and they hashtag stop the bots? And do you want to know what's funny? Is that towards the end of it, there weren't as many. They did stop. What?
It worked for 5 minutes.
They stopped.
They all
Just
stopped.
less of them? Yep. They logged out. It's a lunch break? No, they don't
my
get
God.
lunch breaks.
Bots don't need lunch break. They don't.
Did we break the bots?
They probably broke the person
No
they have
way.
on follow. Man.
What's this one gonna do? This one's still working.
That's
But the
one
other
guy.
one's-
Report him. So anyway, this is how much Blizzard cares. Do you remember how many times that I went in and we tried to report people over and over and over after getting banned? And while Asmon finds out about the bot situation. And on a third day, my brothers, the bots have been released. What's this? This is a big bot situation. Oh, man. Can't wait to buy gold? Oh, yeah. I mean, hopefully you buy it soon so you can reserve your spot in the BFD GDKP. WoW is a pay-to-win game. Interesting. I've seen almost bots, if any. Well, that happened. It happened.
Oh, it's so sad.
It's just, this is 5 years ago. And they still can't manage. By the way, all it takes to get rid of this is to just hire one employee to just go boop, 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 boop.
Yes.
And you're done. That's it. That's all it is.
But
That's
they
all
don't
it
because
took.
they're
They
they're
don't
paying.
care. They don't care. There's no incentive. That's right. And what's your secret to keeping one shirt white? What's this here? Well, it's just because I'm perfect and clean. That's obviously why. I don't
Of
get
course.
dirty. I never get dirty. Other things get me dirty. Is it true you don't want people to sub to your channel? I mean, people want to sub. It's okay to them. I never people. I don't need anybody's money. I don't need anybody's money. I'm completely self-funded. I don't need anything. So don't worry about it. Yeah, like you don't ever feel like you need to financially support me in any way. I'm completely financially secure, and that's it. This was SOD release.
Oh god. What was SOT again?
Guys, who's ready
Oh,
to play
Seasons of
World of War?
Discovery.
Who's ready? Who's ready to start playing World of Warcraft?
Yeah.
Are you guys ready? Oh wow!
This
It's
is
an
so
Uber
bad.
farm. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. Yeah, definitely. And wow, guys, that's where we're at. Okay. Why even bother looking for a group? So this guy right here,
Wait, what? 9 million players? Yeah, I
you
don't
are in
believe
my
that.
chat on a regular basis.
Warcraft revealed a 9 million player number. I don't think they have 9 million players. No, not impossible. Why? Because the game is empty. At least the server I played on for the past 20-ish years almost. That thing is basically empty. So where would they be? Oh, basically everyone that I ever knew in WoW stopped playing it. Like maybe 5% of the people are still playing. That's it. 95% gone. I don't think they have 9 million subscribers. And if they have, there must be a lot of bots. Millions of them. Which wouldn't surprise me. I would be surprised if half of the people playing the game are bots. I would be surprised about that.
I recognize your name. People might not know this, but every name I read, every, thing like this that I see, I remember every single one of them. That's right. Every single one. People think they're clever. They think they're being cute. It's not going to happen. Me, when the first player
housing was announced. Oh, all the
this
cheese.
guy must have spent a lot of money. How does he feel right now? Did anybody tell him?
Come on.
Nobody told him. Nobody told him. That's a sick Drakthir look. Oh, God. Need more Drakthir. Oh, great. Oh, Jesus. How much cheese is too much cheese? Well, it depends on how much cheese you can afford with your cheese. And, yeah, that's where we're at. So not a single comment about the about this. Okay, now it's confirmed to be real money. Let's hear them discussing how... I've seen this before in Hearthstone. This is nothing more than a scam to make you buy bigger packs. An awful lot of microtransactions in a game that I pay monthly for and buy the expansion packs for.
Yeah.
I love microtransactions in my subscription game. We currently have no plans to use it in a trading post, etc. Emphasis on currently. While the marketing bullshit talk is obviously a poor attempt to placate anyone.
Don't forget to get everything. Wait, what? How was that? Right. To get all the things in the wait, how was what? How did the outpost work again? I don't remember. I totally don't remember. Oh, Jesus. Okay, I'm not talking about that.
One who's upset at yet another monetization scheme. The worst offender here is the catalog's paid items have been injected right into the housing interface. That's right. Oh, that's actually a really good point. I never even thought of that. No, you're right. Holy shit.
What's going on?
Yeah, wait, how did I even get to this? I forgot. How did I even start getting mad about this?
What's going on?
Oh, it was okay, it was a link. Yeah, right here. Yeah, this is how it got. Okay, yeah. All right, so I was wondering how it even happened. So you can see the image right here. And so it's actually an in-game advertisement because these ones right here, I'm assuming, are the ones that you have to buy. Yeah, look at this.
Of course.
So it's the store is now integrated into the base game interface.
Ha. Who could have guessed?
Cart preview.
Oh. Just like Amazon.
The only way I'd want a cart after this is if I was playing Monster Hunter. This is disgusting.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Log in and check it out yourself? No. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I want to kill myself?
Gee, why?
Yeah, that was the joke. That was the... Yeah, you got it. And so anyway, yeah, that was the idea. And so... It's a shopping simulator disguised as a game.
Yeah.
When's the last time you logged into WoW? Over a year ago. I haven't logged into WoW in over a year. And so, Jesus, wow, I didn't read the fine print. That's awful. You should have access to the item from the store just like a WoW token. Now they're also in a catalog where you go to not obtained. As if paying $50 for each expansion and $15 a month wasn't enough, here come even more microtransactions for players. If they wouldn't do it if it didn't work, gamers have zero willpower.
Yeah, which is very
Free-to-play model on a subscription-based game. Big LOL.
Yeah.
This is so embarrassing.
It is.
I don't even know what to say. I do not even know what to say. This is so embarrassing.
Bless poor souls who thought Blizzard finally gave them housing out of the goodness of their heart due to popular demand and not because they realized How lucrative it could be. Yes, exactly. I mean, why didn't we get housing 10 years ago? They could have done it, but they decided not to. The only reason they did it now is money.
And so sad. Do you remember the Onion story on World of Warcraft? I don't know. How quickly can someone max out their credit card? I don't know. Hello, this is Blizzard. How many would you like to eat? That's not what they say. Hello, this is Blizzard. How many, hot dogs would you like to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, we added, we have the new hot dogs here, and they're going to be delicious. They taste really good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're hot dogs. Do you see WoW players bragging about 9 million players as if that's real? I don't know if it is or not, but I feel like if it is, this is going to be 9 million people spending money on this stupid bullshit.
Absolutely
again,
not.
I don't think this is a, it's not a good thing. Seeing a game that's this aggressively monetized with a player base that's looking to justify it because they're addicted to the game. Like, I'm okay if you want to be a eater, but don't be a eater and tell me it's a hot dog.
Yeah.
Don't you ever tell me it's a hot dog.
He's right.
I know exactly what you're doing. Everybody knows exactly what you're doing. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to yourself. Won't it just be like the trader's tender? No. Yeah, and that's, oh, that's gross. This is ridiculous. Housing is a major feature of the next expansion.
What?
You idiot. That's the reason why they're doing it.
Yeah.
Because, yes, obviously, that's the reason. That's, of course, the reason why. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, WoW community is just bridge builders? No. This is World of Warcraft. On an average, right? This is how WoW is nowadays. I always tell the joke, oh, well, if you build 100 bridges and you suck one, you're not a bridge builder, you're a sucker.
Yes.
Well, if you build one bridge and you suck 100, I guess you're Blizzard.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I've literally been mad about this for almost the majority of my life. We're getting there. I have been mad about this video game adding in microtransactions for the majority of my existence.
What is he doing with his life? What is he doing?
I don't know what the fuck that means. But there's something wrong. It's started because you put the salt? Yes. Go get the salt. 6 straight years bitching about this on stream. 6 years for nothing.
Yeah.
For absolutely nothing. Just for them to do it again and make it worse.
Of course.
Is the MMO scene essentially dead? Unfortunately, it's not. That's why they're doing this.
Yeah.
I can't believe this. It's just ridiculous.
What? It also doesn't help that the designs are super gay too. Yeah. That too. Yeah, sadly.
Yeah, you've been watching for a while, huh? Yeah. I went from watching you quit WoW to come back and quit again. Crazy, you actually extradited yourself. Okay? As a former meth addict, like looking at old photos of them on meth, shit talking how expensive meth is now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yep.
pretty much it. Yeah.
That's about right, isn't it? Oh my fucking god. I don't even know what to say, man. This is absolutely insane.
Okay, what up, friendos? Welcome back. We're gonna look.
Yeah. 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 Blizzard is at it again. Yeah. And the player base will eat the dicks like it's candy, like always. Man, that's so sad. It's so sad. It's almost like they don't know what they are doing. And with that, we are about. I actually take a small break. A small break. I need to take a piss. I leave you with some music. I just have to get it going. get it going. We are here. We go. Where is it? There it is. Nope. Diablo 2. This is fun. Okay. I'm back soon, and then we watch this video. Some Grand Theft Auto stuff. Oh. Oh. Look at this. It looks like a developer of Grand Theft Auto made a new game with people and then it failed completely. Who could have guessed? Who could have guessed? Except for everyone. Because that's how things go. So let's watch this, shall we?
Today, what I hope is the last laughable news out of the entire dumpster fire of Mind's Eye and Build a Rocket Boy. But I know there is eventually going to need to be a post.
What's Build a Rocket Eye? Boy, never heard of it. Never heard of Mind's Eye. Never heard of it, ever. One of the biggest AAA failures in video game history. Another one? Another one? I mean, last year we had, oh, how was it called? Concord. Just as a disaster as the Concord disaster in France in 2010, something like that, where one crashed.
Mortem of a studio that raised hundreds of millions of dollars, factually, hundreds of millions of dollars from investors, to become the next big thing, to basically take somebody's name and somebody's experience in the industry and leverage that into being this huge new great thing, and then failing so completely that it will go down in history, at least hopefully, as one of the biggest failures in AAA ever.
So, literally Concord. Literally. It's not the first time that happened. Not the first time. Not even the second time. Things like this happen all the time. All the time. Why? Because people see big number, people see name they recognize, and they think, oh yeah, we can make money. And then they don't.
Seen Concord, obviously Concord was a absolute massive failure, completely shit itself to death in record time. Mind's Eye is probably on par, or, you know, very slightly worse or very slightly better, depending on which way you look at it, for being one of the biggest failures ever that we've seen in terms of numbers. Both numbers in playing the game, reviews, and then of course in money raised commensurate to what they've actually done. And the only news that's going to come after this, hopefully, is that the studio is closing down, because there's no way anyone's going to give him another dollar, and he's wasted all the dollars that people did give him producing one of the worst games ever made, and then also basically proving that he's got something seriously wrong with his mental, something seriously wrong with his brain.
Also, if you get hundreds of millions of dollars, how can you even make one of the worst games ever made? How is this even possible? Just on a technical level, how is this possible? You would think that at least something playable comes out of it, right? But did it? I don't know. We will see.
In receiving criticism and looking at objective numbers and facts surrounding the game that he's made. So, if you don't know, long intro there. Mind's Eye is made by Build a Rocket Boy. If you've not paid attention in the last sort of decade in the games industry, there's been like a gold rush between investors and insiders in the industry to basically make the next big studio. And what usually happens
they
is
always fail.
Somebody works somewhere in some kind of like top level position that produces a great game and maybe a great franchise and success over a sustained period of time. And then they leave and they go and make their own studio, and VCs or big publishers or just institutional investment in general comes in and backs them to make a new studio. And this raises anywhere, depending on the name, between tens of and hundreds of millions of dollars, and then they go off and make what many people hope or assume will be another success.
And to be fair, so far, I don't wait, the studio that made 33, the obscure 33, I think that's how it's called. The really good game that came out earlier this year. We just saw a video where Asmongold shortly showed that game. I think it was Obscure 33. Now there it worked. But that's one studio that I know of where this worked. And they didn't have any big names behind them. So it actually didn't work. Because they didn't have big names. All the studios where, you know, oh, this person has made this one thing. Or worked on those things that were awesome. And he is known for his work on those games and game series. We give them a bunch of money making a new studio, and surely something good will come out of it. That thing has never worked to my knowledge. Never. Ever. Never ever has that worked. So why are they trying? Just put money into small developers and build them up. Let them cook, let them build up, momentum, and then you will get your money back with a profit.
Building on that track record. In reality, what happens is most of these people, most of these big names go away, make nothing for many years, spend all the money that was given to them mismanaging a studio, maybe shit out something that isn't very successful or is completely mediocre and doesn't compete, and in probably single-digit percentage of the time produce something that's good and continues to build on that legacy. And I did just want to take a minute to give the other side. There are examples, many examples in fact, some of the most successful studios over the last decade of people leaving these big companies and seeing great success. They're just outweighed massively by all the failures. Some of the successes, and I think relevant to current day, is the game on screen right now, the game you can see in the background that I'm playing, that I just paused to come make this video. Arc Raiders is made by Embark Studios, where the higher-ups and many of the people working there came from EA. Patrick
EA, yes, EA, because DICE, yes, EA.
Sutherland specifically is the name mentioned, and he was high up within the company. He left, he made Embark Studios, and since then they've received large sums of funding being predominantly owned by Nexon. They've made now 2 very successful games, first with the finals and now with Arc.
Was the finals successful? I don't even know. Now Arc Raiders is. Has so many players. They peaked at 380k. This week it might have been actually more. I would have need to look that up. But I played the finals a little bit. I didn't like it. Arc Raiders, I love this game. I think Arc Raiders. No, this is not, you know, an objective rating. Rating something objective is very, very hard. So I just don't. For me, Arc Raiders is an 8 or a 9 out of 10. That's very impressive. The game runs well. Mostly. It looks beautiful. It sounds incredible. Especially when you activate this one setting that I don't remember how it's called. Oh, night mode. I think it's night mode in the audio settings. It changes how things sound. They sound way more clear. The game is fun as hell. Now I'm getting a little annoyed by all the PvP players. But then again, the game is so easy for an extraction shooter that it doesn't matter. I've expanded my inventory, I think 5 or 6 times so far. That's how much loot I get. That's how much stuff I have. That's how rich I am in the game. The game is easy. If you lack items and money in a game, that's literally on you. Because you find stuff everywhere. Everywhere. It's very easy. And there are some loot spots where almost no one goes there. And they're actually good. So that's how you make money. That's how you get stuff. Aside of the high value loot areas. Yeah, so that's my opinion about Ark.
Raiders, which looks like it's honestly going to go on to be one of the best received live service games in recent years. Another big name, of course, is Hideo Kojima. You probably don't need history on that one, but Kojima Productions is, of course, a very successful studio. Respawn Entertainment, many people don't know, is predominantly made up, at least originally, of people from Infinity Ward, the creators, well, one of the creators of Call of Duty. Ben Brode, of course, left Blizzard after 15 years of working at the company to make Second Dinner, which produced Marvel Snap, which is incredibly successful. There are many examples of this. Even if you look at Blizzard, there are many people who worked at that company who left to use their name to raise a bunch of funding, and their studios have produced nothing to date, or they've failed already. Many
Stormgate. Stormgate, but then again, the people that worked on Stormgate, that worked at Blizzard, were B rank. Blizzard employees. They didn't actually work initially on the good games like StarCraft 2. They didn't make StarCraft 2. They worked on the last expansion and stuff like that, and that's it. So they didn't actually make the game what it was. They didn't.
Many times, these people that worked at these studios probably wasn't the brains behind it, or maybe they just, caught lightning in a bottle once, and they're not going to be able to produce that another time. This is exactly the case with Build a Rocket Boy and Mind's Eye. Leslie basically worked at Rockstar and built Grand Theft Auto. This made his name in the industry. And then, of course, following in the long line of history of people doing this as well, went on to raise hundreds of millions of dollars from investors to make what presumably was going to be the next successor or the competitor to a game that has no competitor to Grand Theft Auto. Oh. And it didn't work, did it? They had hundreds of employees and then spent from 2016 till 2025 producing Mind's Eye, a game
2017 to 2025. That's 8 years. 8 years they worked on this game with hundreds of people, and it's shit? Wow. That's massive incompetency. Massively. Now, I don't say that the people that are doing the groundwork are incompetent. The people on the top are, because they lead the ship. They lead the people. They are the ones who have the creative vision. They have to oversee what is done on every level in the company. And if they don't see that the game is shit, then it doesn't matter how good the people are on the ground level. It doesn't matter. The game will be shit.
When released, despite paying content creators.
This is Concord levels of success.
Streamers, some of the biggest streamers on the planet, YouTubers, some of the biggest YouTubers on the planet that cover games, refused to break 3,302 players concurrently on launch day.
This is horrible.
This basically puts Mind's Eye as one of the biggest failures in the AAA industry ever. As I've just gone over, there is a track record and a history of these people doing this, raising money off their name, making their own studio. A lot of the times, it's people who were in at the ground level when studios were small and they were creative and they were making something for the love of the game. And then it gets more and more corporate. The money men come in, the publishers take over, and then those people who were the creatives originally leave, and they say, oh, this is a good thing now because the creatives are back in control and we have all this money, but then they produce nothing of value most of the time. And this has happened so many times that the industry is now in a financial decline in almost every metric possible. The industry, by and large, if you're looking at like AAA investment, if you're looking at outside investors coming in and putting money into the industry, studios raising funds like they were able to for the last 10 years, that's at an almost zero now. Nobody is funding new studios because this track record.
Well, duh. An investor would be better off investing money into a studio that's one person than into AAA. Because that one person makes a game he wants to make that is good, and this one person needs less money to make that. And it's more likely to be a success, even if it's a small success. As long as it's a success, you win. Now, that little developer, that one guy, maybe, after 1-2 successful games, he hires someone. He actually for his studio. He hires one more person. So load sharing, so they can publish faster. And the next game is a success again. And then, you know, slow growing and making money. That's what you need to do. Going, hey, yeah, we are a new AAA studio. We are going to make an amazing game. Give us money. Why would you trust them? They have zero track record. Even if they have a great name, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter only because one person has a recognizable name. Doesn't mean that he will be successful at all. Would I have rather invested $1 million in, I don't know, 10 small developers that are indie? Or would I have put that money into that game? The small developers, 100%, all the time. Because I'm more likely to get my money back. If they would have told me, yeah, we are a new studio, we are making a AAA game, I would immediately go, yeah, no. Because it's stupid. Why would you do that? Why would you even try? Don't.
Is so fucking bad, which is unfortunate in some ways and in others probably deserved. But basically, if you're looking at like a new startup studio that happened in the last couple of years, if they run out of runway, nobody's giving them a penny anymore, they're fucked. Which is why some of them will turn to early access and crowdfunding and try to get the public to pay for their product, because investors no longer will. And then obviously if you look at like the biggest scope of things, the games industry in general is just, there's just no money coming in. People are buying games less, people are spending less money on the games that they do buy, they're continuing to just play free-to-play games that they already own, buying games on sale. And just in general, if you're releasing a AAA product in 2025 going forward, it has to be best in class, it has to be really good, or it's probably going to see dwindling numbers over.
And when did we see a AAA game release and being actually good? Wukong? I think Wukong counts. What else? Clair Obscure? That was AA. Great game, I have heard. Arc Raiders? Not AAA. Not AAA, and cost $40. If you want just to get into it, $40. That's not AAA. The new Battlefield? It's just a Battlefield. I mean, it's Battlefield. The next Call of Duty? It doesn't look like that people want to play that. So, what is there? There's basically nothing. There's basically nothing. But oh wait, the last Pokemon game. Yeah.
And over again, we're just too saturated with stuff to do, stuff to play, and the increasing box price of things, the increasing cost of building computers and buying consoles, just means that the industry's in a really weird spot. Long story short, obviously, that's like a fucking 8-minute long TED talk on the failings of the AAA games industry. This guy is so fucked that basically he's being sued now. The studio is being sued, and also there's like a 93 employees, ex and current, that have anonymously signed a letter saying that this company is fucking awful to work for, that they've mismanaged a bunch of stuff, that they've basically forced people to take overtime, what's known as crunch usually in the industry.
Is anyone surprised about this? I'm not. And I bet you aren't either. If you follow the industry, you know this is not unusual. This is the norm now.
Industry is pretty bad, but of course this company seems to be specifically bad for this. They've mishandled people's redundancies. They are still crunching people even now that the game's a complete failure. They've fired loads of people recently because of the game being so bad. And basically they're saying the CEO needs to take a step back. The execs need to take a step back. And this is going to play into this. BBC article here. In July this year, workers at Build a Rocket Boy video game studio in Edinburgh were called to an all-staff meeting. Their first ever game, a sci-fi adventure called Mind's Eye, had been released 3 weeks earlier, and it had been a total disaster. Critics and players called it broken, buggy, and the worst game of 2025. That's a rough title to recover from, because
it is
2025, 2024, probably 2026. We're going to continue to see these big AAA flops, these hundreds of millions of dollars, these studios.
Wait, 2026 Marathon is coming out. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Took in this money, these pre-established studios, the Ubisofts, things like that, releasing some absolute fucking stinkers.
Yeah.
It is what it is. This is what's going to happen until a lot of these companies just vanish, and then things will get back on track. The good thing, I'm not dooming the industry. I think the industry's in the best place it's ever been. AA,
it's not.
Small studios, indie, are producing some of the Game of the Year contenders like never before. Every few months we're getting something that's fucking crazy, unprecedented, doing great numbers. It's just AAA that needs a course correct. And the best way for a course correct is for some of these studios to just learn the lesson. You can't do this anymore. You can't spend increasing sums of money on things that don't push the bar forward, that aren't innovative, that aren't something that people really want to play.
The games don't need to be innovative. They just need to be really good. And that's the thing that they can't do. You could cut out all the cutscenes. You cut out all the bloat and focus on gameplay. Give it a good story that's being fed to the player on the side. No, not cutscenes. I don't know. Be in an elevator and have NPCs talk or something like that. Have the story being told over a radio, story bits of what's going on. You can do that if you're smart. Now the people in AAA, let's be honest, they aren't smart. That's why all the games all are the same. They're all the same slop. And that's why so many of them flop.
And this is good news for me, even if it means a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. It's unfortunate. I can't help that. It just is what it is. We need this course correction because the industry is just, it's done too much. You can't keep increasing the cost of games. You can't keep increasing the cost of making games and just expect the line will always go up. This is not cryptocurrency. This is not NFTs. Which of course that didn't happen either, did it? So then basically during this big staff meeting, the company's boss assured them there was a plan to get things back on track, and said the negativity they'd seen was uncalled for. Make bad game, people say game is bad, people don't buy game, uncalled for. Really uncalled for.
Totally.
Then he pivoted, alleging internal and external forces had been working to scupper the Mind's Eye launch. So
what?
This is where the craziness
the
gets
game
in,
is just
right?
bad.
Because this person has repeatedly, over and over again through the course of the initial testing of this game and the release, gone on record to say there is some kind of like shadow cabal out there being paid by competitors, presumably like Rockstar or something, because what else would be a competitor to this game other than, you know, a shit in a toilet, I guess, would be a competitor to this. He's basically alleging that people are being paid to suppress the game and talk badly about the game, which, let me just tell you, doesn't happen. Like, somebody who works in the industry should know this doesn't happen. It's illegal. You wouldn't be able to do it. You'd get banned, you'd get fined, you'd get imprisoned. And why would a company that is financially, critically, objectively successful pay money to people for an unproven method of suppressing a game that...
You also have to keep in mind, no matter how good or bad the next GTA is, it will make a shit ton of money. A shit ton of money. This game doesn't matter in regards to that at all. It doesn't.
Isn't even good anyway. Like, it just doesn't make any sense, does it? It's something that you would have to be incredibly deluded to believe. And let me just say, content creators don't have that level of power. If a game's good and you say the game's bad, people will just go play the game for the 2-hour free period, decide you're wrong, downvote your content and call you a fucking idiot. If the game's bad and you say the game's good, they'll call you a shill and unsubscribe from you and dislike your video and go around the internet telling everyone that you were paid to say the game's good. So this doesn't exist. Content creators have some level of, like, I guess, exposure towards making something better or better received or worse received. But the idea that they can completely break or make a game it's crazy. A lot of the times when a game gets successful, this being covered by content creators, it was going to anyway. That just signal boosts it in the short term, but medium to long term it would have already done well. Would it have done as well? Probably not. Would it have done as worse in the inverse? Probably not. But the idea that they're making or breaking a game completely is absolutely fucking delusional. So basically, he told the assembled workers who'd been informed they'd faced redundancy just a week earlier, there would be an effort to, quote, root out saboteurs within the company.
Of course.
I find it disgusting that anyone could sit amongst us, behave like this, and continue to work here, he said, according to a transcript of the meeting verified by BBC Newsbeat. So, he legitimately thinks that there's, like, embedded spies, like corporate espionage level shit, with...
Tell me you are insane without telling me you are insane.
In his company, which... he needs to be outed from this company immediately, but does it really matter because the company's dead? Like, This game can never be successful. This studio can never be successful from here. They've wasted way too much money, and the reputation is completely fucked. They have nothing left. Unfortunately, right. If they are working there, you're probably going to need to be looking for somewhere else to work pretty soon. Staff who worked at the studio say they were stunned, and not only by the strength of the language, they simply didn't believe him. Who would? This is crazy. As far as they were concerned, there was no conspiracy, and the reasons for Mind's Eye failure was clear. He's also known for his work at Rockstar Games, where he was a senior figure on Grand Theft Auto action-adventure series and regarded by many as a key architect of its success.
Was he?
Great. I mean, if you can't reproduce it, though, unlucky. It is what it is. He left in 2016, 3 years after...
Yeah, if he can't reproduce it, was he really the reason for the success in the first place? Maybe not.
Record-breaking launch of GTA 5, sparking a legal row over unpaid royalties that were settled out of court. In the same year, he set up the company that would become Build a Rocket Boy. By the end of 2024, it had grown to 448 employees.
Jeez. Now, that's a good-sized village population. Villagers back in the day didn't have this many people. Wow. So many employees, and the game you put out is complete trash. How is that even possible?
Not to question this guy's business acumen, because I couldn't form a studio with 448 employees, and I couldn't make a video game. But from just a common sense perspective, if you were going to, like, make your own studio, wouldn't it make a lot of sense to just start out kind of small, build like a moderately sized game, and then build upon that success, and not just be like, right, day one, minute one, we're building a 400-man studio?
Yes, number one, exactly what I said earlier. Number two, yes, you also would do that to see how good your employees are, how they are working together and all that stuff. Because if you don't know that, how are you making something that's hundreds of millions of dollars expensive? You have to know your employees and what they are capable of before you go and, you know, build a tower to Babel.
To make a competitor to one of the most successful games ever. Like, the level of fucking narcissism to think that you're just going to, like, boom, success, just because you worked at a successful studio before, is exactly why the schadenfreude of seeing somebody fail this fucking monumentally is great. It feels good because you deserved it. Like, I don't know, shoot for the stars, aim for the stars. Society will always laugh at you when you miss. But if you succeed as well, you would have gotten massive amounts of praise. But then add in you just are a dislikable character anyway that just makes conspiracy theories about the failure of your game. It doesn't just be like either quiet, that would be preferable, or just be like, yeah, we're going to work on it, guys, don't worry, we fucked up. A little bit of humanity would go a long way, but instead, no.
Yeah, if he had said, yeah, this is a mess, we have to work on this now. We have to fix everything that's wrong with the game. Actually, how was it called? Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye gameplay. Let's just see. Let's watch G-Man Lives. I have watched videos of him before, but I'm not subscribed to him on this account. Wait, what?
Mind's Eye is the most disappointing game
What
released
happened?
in 2025 so far.
Come on, really?
Wait. I didn't realize it just exploded for slightly bumping into... Wow. Who thought designing it like that would be a good idea?
Mind's Eye is the most disappointing game released in 2025 so far.
Come on, really?
A so-called narrative-driven, single-player action-adventure thriller directed by former Rockstar Games producer Leslie Benzies, which has had a rocky launch to say the least. And Rockstar Games producer Leslie Benzies, which has had a rocky...
Mind's Eye launch has been an unmitigated disaster as players report horrifying glitches and poor PC performance. Oh boy.
Launch to say the least, and something that I'm not shy to say I totally saw coming. I mean, the writing was really on the wall for this one, even leading up to its launch. Like, for starters, it basically had next to no marketing or hype, with
Great. Zero marketing for a game that costs hundreds of millions of dollars. What could go wrong?
very little actual gameplay getting shown. It was also revealed recently that a few key members on the team just left the company weeks before launch. Yeah, what's that saying about rats leaving a sinking ship?
Mind's Eye Studio XX Depart built a rocket boy 1 week before GameStop. The execs, the executives, they left, not the ground workers. Oh my god, they knew what was coming, 100%.
But I'd say the main giveaway for me was that these guys didn't even send out early review codes, not even to bigger sites like...
Wait, did you see this? He was aiming in that direction, but the bullet went down, hitting the guy. Oh my god, this is bad. How can you not... Hundreds of millions of dollars, by the way.
IGN or GameSpot. And while that's not...
There, again, he's shooting there and is hitting there. And I don't believe that's bullet drop. At least I hope.
always the underlying reason for publishers not sending out review codes.
This looks good. But then again, it's Unreal Engine 5, so if it wouldn't look good, I would be really surprised.
Sometimes it might be for spoiler prevention to prevent crucial plot details from getting ruined. Other times it might be because it's a multiplayer game and certain features and services aren't going to be active until launch.
Good, huh?
But in the case of Mind's Eye, though, it's very clearly been done to try and hide the fact that this game is just a complete mess.
What? What happened?
Yeah,
got
like
run
pretty much
over,
everything
okay.
you've seen and heard about Mind's Eye is probably going to be true. And while it's not quite on the same level as
Oh my... Oh,
Cyberpunk was on launch, for
no.
instance, being like a completely broken, unplayable disaster, it's really not all that far off. And it definitely needed more time in the oven.
Yeah, the running looked kind of weird. What? Why is he... What?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Now, I know that the devs are working on putting patches out to address all the current issues, but having said that though, I don't even know if that stuff's going to save it, because I just don't think that any amount of surface level fixes are going to improve what's otherwise an incredibly dated game fundamentally. I mean, this is a game made in 2025 that could almost pass as something from 2005, and I don't...
Is that the bad thing? Because there were plenty good games in 2005. So I don't even think that's the important thing. I think everything else is a problem.
think I've ever played a game that simultaneously looks so expensive whilst also feeling so cheap. And in fact, I wouldn't even be surprised if it turns out that this was some kind of elaborate money laundering scheme. Because after having spent 8 hours with it, it really makes you wonder where all the cash here was actually spent.
I'm not in the best mood, Jacob. What do you got for me? Things
What
got
is
heated
this?
with Claudia.
What?
I'm currently in pursuit.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
But what is Mind's Eye all about? Well, I'm so glad you asked.
It appears your brain is not damaged after all.
So the premise in Mind's Eye is that you're playing as a dude named Jacob Diaz, a former Special Forces soldier who was part of some clandestine military group that ended up with him suffering from amnesia during an operation that went awry. The kind of
What?
amnesia where he didn't forget his name or personality, just the kind where he conveniently forgets crucial plot-related information. That's gonna come...
Oh. So every game, basically. Or most of the games. Yes, yeah. This makes sense. Total sense, yeah. Storytelling, people. Storytelling.
come back to him during key points in the story. And he's come to the city of Red Rock after being hooked up with a new job by his best buddy, Seb.
Oh my god, they took that right out of GTA.
Welcome to Red Rock.
Working for a company called Silvercore and scoring an entry-level security position.
Your uniform.
Yeah, the kind of entry-level position that requires someone to shoot hostile rogue robots on their first day.
Of course. What else would it be?
Soon turns out, though, that Jacob's also working for the company for his own hidden agenda, as he believes a former employee, a guy named Morrison, has ties to his mysterious past. Yeah, you see, the Mind's Eye in the title thing refers to a little implant that Jacob's got under his ear, which he believes is linked to his memory loss, and spoiler, it is.
Who could have guessed?
You alright?
Yeah.
The other tech aspect, which plays a big part in the overall narrative, is a little gadget that people wear over their eye, which is kind of like a digital contact lens, which is also like having your smartphone plugged right into your eyeball.
We're getting a call here. Hey, it's new, man.
Which in the game is called a lens, only they spell that with a Z instead of an S. Because if 2000s gaming culture has taught us anything, it's that spelling something with a Z is 500 times cooler.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just call it Lens 420. Anyway, while this all might sound to be pretty interesting with these elements of corporate espionage and all these various conspiracies, the writing is just full of all of these lame cliches.
I was muted. I don't know for how long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about being retarded. So the writing is bad. Full of cliches. Millennial writing. 100% millennial writing.
You know, the kind of thing you've just seen done 100 times. Like Jacob's best mate Seb, for instance, who's just that typical, annoying, overly positive personality. The type who says things like, "You got this, bro," and looks more like he should be a youth group counselor.
Good looking out, man.
So he's annoying. Got it.
You got this.
And look, like I don't know who worked on the dialogue between these two characters, but all I know is I have plenty of healthy relationships with my male friends in real life, and no one talks to each other like this.
Can't be late for your first day, Mr. Security Man.
After that, there's the ice-cold, super corporate boss lady named Rigby, who's all business all the time, and just makes me think that they wrote this role for that actress who played Amanda Waller in Suicide Squad, only she wasn't available at the time. Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about.
Jacob Diaz.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty. Just got to town this morning.
I'm Carrie Rigby, head of security.
It's a pleasure to meet you, ma'am.
And you're late.
How about the hacker character, who everyone assumes is a bloke based off their online alias, but in actuality turns out to be a girl because, yeah, that's never been done before. Wait, guys, this one's
Of course
different
not.
because she has tattoos and a quirky personality. She's totally unique. Fuck off.
Ooh, finally, something juicy. So, what sick shit is he into?
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I think we have seen enough.
The only way I can fail, being me, the fucking god that I am, is that people were malevolently plotting behind the scenes.
Of course.
AKA, I'm fucking crazy. Most were based in his main office, a former casino in Leith, Edinburgh, but the company also had studios in Budapest, the French, and in the French city of Montpellier. Former staff say salaries were competitive. The company allowed remote working.
They had 3 studios that are working on the same game in different countries. Smart idea.
In their response to the COVID-19 pandemic was good. Cool, great. With him at the helm, Bob being Build a Rocket Boy, of course, a lot of interest in, according to documents from UK companies illegally required to publish online, have managed to attract more than 233 million of investment by 2024. That's a big number. That's Star Citizen. Not quite. That's like a quarter of a Star Citizen. That's going to be a new financial metric one day. It's a quarter of a Star Citizen so far. Between 2020 and 2024, the company posted losses totaling 202 million, with its largest for a single year being 2023 at 59.1. So basically, in 4 years, they'd blown essentially all of their runway. Like they'd blown all of their money building this game, so, which is why the game launched in 2025 in a completely rushed state. Still managed to save some dollary dues behind to pay some content creators to try and get the game marketed. Nobody cared still, of course. Bob's first project was Everywhere, described by one former employee, Jamie, not their real name, as a multiplayer role-playing game based in an open-ended futuristic city. I thought we had something quite special, says Jamie, who left in 2022. To fulfill the vision, Jamie says that they requested new ideas and features be added at breakneck speed. The reason I'm not pronouncing his name, by the way, is because I'll get it wrong and then people will cry about it in the comments. So I'm just going to say they or Leslie. We're on first name terms just because I don't want to look up how to pronounce this. That's how lazy I truly am. They were going to breakneck speeds, too fast for them to properly be implemented. The studios...
Yeah, that's dumb. Just finish the things you start, and then you can look at new stuff. How about that? But yeah, there's a reason the XX all left 1 week before launch.
His main focus would eventually shift to Mind's Eye, a game originally intended to be offered as an experience within Everywhere. Leslie never decided what game he wanted to make, says Jamie. There was no coherent direction. Who'd have thought with a game named Everywhere, right? He just wanted the game to be everything.
Yeah.
And instead it turned out to be nothing.
People have tried that in the past, and guess what? It never worked. It never worked. Never, ever.
Except shit. This style of working plagued the project from the start, they say, and would be a sign of things to come. Everywhere, a platform driven by user-generated content was Bob's first project. So basically, it was going to be the metaverse.
Yeah.
But without crypto and NFTs, and without any success, which is kind of like the metaverse anyway. Open letter recently signed by 93 current and former Bob employees alleged the studio management made radical changes without properly consulting workers. Former lead data analyst Ben Newson says it was common for staff to be caught off guard by knee-jerk decisions from upper management without proper explanation. The letter further alleges leadership repeatedly refused to listen to its experienced workforce. Ben, whose team was tasked with collecting feedback and presenting it to management, says there was rarely any response when they flagged issues. A lot of the points that we were hammering home on were just ignored and never actioned. His former colleague, associate producer Marg Peloso, says the studio's culture also discouraged individuals from speaking out. Who'd have thought? somebody who raised $200+ million and was a success and was lauded as a success, started a studio, thought they could make a game called Everywhere that was going to be everything, wouldn't listen to feedback from the peons, from the plebs, from the serfs. Who'd have fucking thought? Despite presumably paying them for their expertise and their experience in the industry, why the fuck would he listen? This is a common theme with these people. They are the original rock stars, you know, pun intended, I guess. Marg says that their attempts to raise concerns were laughed at in meetings with bosses. He was laughing now, motherfucker. Where's your studio? Staff also accuse him of micromanaging the studio, a process allegedly illustrated in a video uploaded to the official Mind's Eye YouTube account. What?
Oh, you're watching it?
I've not seen this, so let's see what's in this video.
That's good.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful, man. Fuck, man, it's fucking beautiful.
This is what we do. We sit, we play it. There's usually somebody in there who will take tickets. Chris, you got a ticket about the fire extinguisher. Did you get the raindrops over here? We'll record the videos, we'll take little...
I'm not being funny, bro, but this game, like, I didn't play this, but this game looks ass, right? This game actually looks... You know, we've been seeing it a lot on social media.
It looks like an... It looks like a scam. It looks like a scam. Just a dude makes a game, buys some Unreal Store assets, puts them in, makes a trailer, and then says, "Oh yeah, this is this new, completely awesome AAA quality game that we are making." It's just one guy, and we need $1 million to make this awesome game that's gonna be as awesome as GTA 6 and is even double the size, double the details, double the amount of hookers you can run over. That's how this looks.
Media recently with people being like, "Oh my god, AI can create a video game, look how good this looks." I can show you one actually right now. Is what this game looks like to me.
Yes.
And this is made by AI. It just looks goofy as shit. Like, look at this absolute fucking garbage. Just...
This looks actually interesting. Unlike the actual game, this AI thing looks actually interesting.
Things appearing out of nowhere. Just like this. This is ass, right? And you just know that corporate executives are like, "Oh my god, this is amazing. We can't wait to pour all of our money into this. This is the future." But for everyone who plays video games, this looks like absolute garbage.
Yeah.
But still, this probably looks better than Mind's Eye. But when I see
it does.
Mind's Eye, this is what I think of. This complete shite. I mean, visually, it looks kind of similar, right?
Chunks out, and then that'll get put into the Jira database, and that'll get sent out to devs to fix.
Look at the run-in, bro.
Yeah.
I have no doubt a lot of very talented...
When the running in a game looks bad, if they can get that correct, you know, how likely is it that they can get the other stuff correct?
Like the people worked on this game, and it's almost always like middle management, upper management, executives that fuck these things up. But they were clearly not given enough time as developers to polish this and turn it into something that looks like what I assume they would want their respected work to be. Something that they could feel proud of. But this looks fucking
you have to play
ass.
the whole thing. That's what takes time. You got to do a full playthrough.
Everyone's just sat there like, "Yeah, boss. Yeah, boss." Like nobody said. It's a dev diary, and it's just this one guy saying things, and everyone's just sat nodding like, "Yeah, keep paying off. Check, please."
We've got to notice that in mission 3 somebody said something, and continuity is okay in mission 17. So I don't think we could have worked longer, harder, put as much blood and guts, sweat into it.
How's it a dev diary when it's just this guy speaking?
Yeah.
It shows the director instructing an onlooker to make a note of an issue he has noticed as he plays the game. Developers say this was a regular occurrence, resulting in what Ben and Mark claim were known within the studio as Leslie tickets. They had a nickname for it. Jamie says they also heard them referred to as Leslie bugs or simply Leslie's. He's pulled a Leslie. Friends reference. Developers told Newsbeat these could range from minor.
Who would get that reference these days? No one, because Friends went off air over 20 years ago. Oh, Jesus.
Cosmetic issues to instructions to ditch whole missions from the game, and there was an expectation that these would be given top priority. Get on it. Get on this, Leslie. It didn't matter what else you were doing, what else was being worked on, says Ben. The Leslie ticket had to be taken care of. What a dick this guy sounds like.
Yeah.
Jamie says the practice introduced instability and prevented teams from taking ownership of their work. Yeah, because you might get a Leslie. Developers say the decision to launch Mind's Eye in June 2025 prompted a period of crunch, a games industry term for mandatory overtime. They say this meant extra 8 hours of unpaid overtime per week for the majority of staff, although some employees were excused from it. Mark says the crunch began in mid-Feb and continued into May, with workers eventually being promised 7 hours of leave per 8 hours overtime to be taken after Mind's Eye release. This never happened, by the way, according to the open letter. People just felt like they were being commanded to give a lot to the company without too much in return. Nothing, and redundancy to follow. And a game that failed so badly, everyone is going to lose their jobs. You were giving your life, your time, your finite currency of time to essentially complete waste. You weren't getting paid. You're going to be derided by practically everybody for you having worked on this fucking dumpster fire. You were giving your life up for this dog shit because of this guy's complete incompetence and delusion. Feels bad.
Imagine having your working time on this game for this company on your resume and trying to get a new job. That's something, right? Right? That's quite something.
Man. Ben alleges that some departments, such as quality assurance team, were particularly affected, with some staff suffering physically and mentally as a result of the stress and pressure. Former audio programmer Isaac Hood says mistakes started piling up during crunch, and says regressions where one team would fix a bug only for another to unwittingly bring it back to life became increasingly common. And it does mess with you, he says. You really start to see morale go down, the little arguments started to happen, people are burning the candle at both ends and starting to think, what's the point? Mark says that at the studio, they expected to receive a negative reception on launch, describing the approach to its release as everybody holding their breath, and they all suffocated. Nevertheless, staff gathered in Bob's Edinburgh studio to celebrate Mind's Eye launch on 10th of June. Mark says everyone was drinking champagne. Oh, wow. No, brother.
Why?
Everyone was gathered around. Leslie, King Leslie. Glasses together. Oh, look, we've got 3,000 players. $250 million well spent. Woo, yeah, we've all lost our job. Whoa, celebrate. Everyone was drinking champagne, just having a good time, which was quite heartwarming, I guess. And then reality set in.
We have, just for the ones who don't know, games that cost less than $10,000 have more players. And it's not even close.
At the same time, it really felt like this was the last good thing that's going to happen. The celebrations were short-lived.
Could have guessed.
Bob had not shared advanced copies of Mind's Eye with reviewers. Of course they didn't. The game was fucked. Everyone would have told the public not to buy this. But when early impressions of the game began to surface, the mood soured. Bro, what I would give for video, like following Leslie around with the camera, just recording as this happened, 24 hours a day for like the week of this launch. Oh man, that would be, I think I'd come. It'd be buckets, mate. It'd be buckets.
Man.
Players who bought the game on release day encountered major performance issues and reported various bugs, including pedestrians that appeared to walk on air. And in one heavily memed example, one character's face appeared to melt due to a graphical glitch. Twitch streamer Kokon told viewers he was instructed to cancel a sponsorship launch day stream at the last minute as word of the game's problems spread. I said this at the time, I hope Ko got paid at least some money for this, because he'll have scheduled time, potentially cancelled other sponsored stuff.
Oh boy.
To do this stream. And then I saw the video. It was like, I'm going live with Mind's Eye. Wait, someone's on the phone. Oh no, never mind. No, we're not. It's been cancelled. which I've never seen before. I've never seen this happen. And it's because other people that had already been streaming the game, the reviews of the game, were so fucking bad that they were like, let's save this thousands of dollars on this sponsored stream and just move on with our life. So audio programmer Isaac says he had maintained some optimism in the run-up to release.
Imagine how bad the game must be if the company comes and cancels a sponsorship last minute. Wow.
But start to lose hope fairly quickly. You were just seeing disastrous review after disastrous review and thinking, this isn't going to go well. Mark says the team spent the next 2 weeks working on hotfixes, small targeted updates to address issues, until management told them that they were at risk of being laid off. This month, between 250 and 300 Bob staff lost their jobs. When this happens, the studio's dead. Like, you not make...
Wait, this month, between 250 and 200 staff lost their jobs. Oh yeah, the studio's dead. Completely dead. Hi, Hans. What if I'm named? Yes, what if you're named? What? What? Tell me. Tell me.
In another game, this game is never going to be successful. It's over. All the money's gone. This is just basically... It'll be math for how can we give ourselves like the longest amount of time while still technically having the ability to maybe turn things around. And that'll be the base number of employees and positions that they think they can do it with. But obviously it's fucked. If you mismanage 440 employees making this game with so much money, how are you going to manage like 30% of the employees with less time and less money to do better than the thing before? Not going to happen.
That's a secret for the next stream. Next stream, so Wednesday, unless I stream some gaming the next 2 days, which I actually might end up doing. Man, I like playing Arc Raiders a lot.
Union, which put out an open letter on behalf of 93 employees, said it also planned to take legal action against Bob over what it called disastrous mishandling of the redundancy process. So that'll drain what remains of the money in the coffers for the game, probably. The studio. Ben, who's a member of the union, says he took voluntary redundancy, but fellow members Mark and Isaac, who were laid off, say they were unhappy with how their departure was handled. In a statement, Bob said to staff had poured passion, creativity, hard work into our game and our studio, adding that it was deeply saddened and didn't anticipate having to make redundancies after launch. He said it approached the redundancy process with care and transparency, meeting all of its obligations, and was committed to learning and growing from former employees' feedback. In response to complaints about studio leadership, workplace culture, and claims of internal and external forces working against the studio, Bob said, aka Leslie and the entire senior management team take full responsibility for the initial launch of Mind's Eye. So somebody's took Twitter off of him.
Really?
Somebody stopped this guy talking and said, Leslie, go and sit in the back room, fucking put your dunce hat on, get in the corner, look at the wall, don't come out, you're in timeout, son. We've got to, for our sake, for everybody's sake, stop you speaking. You can't be in the public eye anymore because you are fucked in the feed. Because you put us in, not only was the game bad, but you've signal boosted how bad the game is by being such a fucking Melvin in public. The version of the game that released did not reflect the experience our community deserved. It said it remained committed to ultimately delivering Mind's Eye as the game it always envisioned, and one that players are excited to play. Good luck. The statement added the studio had already rolled out updates to address issues and was working on enhancements and fresh new content. The ex-workers who spoke to BBC Newsbeat says they are doubtful that Mind's Eye can recover from its launch. Absolutely not. They're also pessimistic about their own future projects and those of former colleagues in an industry which has seen tens of thousands of job losses over the past 3 years. This is just the case. It sucks, and there's no real spin you can put on this. The games industry is shrinking in terms of money coming in from...
Yes, because there are so many big projects that completely fail because the studios that making them don't have a track record of making any games. Even if the people in the studio have made games in the past, successful games, like you see with Concord. They worked on successful games before they created the new studio. And then they made Concord, and it was a mess. You finally unlocked the Tiger 1 and World of Tanks. Why are you playing that game? It's like one 1 million tigers. Okay. It took you half the year to unlock. Jesus. That's something. I hope it was at least fun.
All avenues, as we went over earlier, and there's just simply not enough space in the industry for how many workers there are, and there's more and more constantly.
Yeah.
It's basically people are going to have to start making like indie projects and joining really small local teams or teams that they can work remotely across the globe, and probably taking big bumps, big decreases in salaries and things like that. Because for outside of the few top % of people that can just go anywhere and do anything, there's just too many like mid-level and lower-level, entry-level workers for an industry that is provably, objectively in financial decline.
Yes, he's right. He's completely right. He's an artist, a texture artist would probably make more money being a freelancer for a lot of game developers than work for one studio, or would make the same money. Same goes for artists, maybe even programmers. If you doing animations, yeah, I would imagine the same goes there.
So yeah, it's just how it is. It sucks, but what can you say? They are also pessimistic. Ben says the impact will be felt in Scottish development scene too. It's really sad what would have been an amazing opportunity for the industry up here wasted. Despite negativity around Mindtime and Bob, Isaac says some of his colleagues were incredibly talented and some of the best people he's ever worked with. Mark says they decided to speak out because of these colleagues and in hope something will change. We all know each other and we all know how much we're worth, Mark says, and we need to stand together. There we go. Uplifting message at the end of what is just an absolute fucking disaster of a story.
Yeah.
One that absolutely things like this do impact the industry. The more you see the hundreds of millions of dollar mark in a failed product, which we're seeing with unprecedented levels of frequency, whether from these like startup studios or from AAA publishers and developers and all these studios closing down, it just looks bad. It means unless there's some kind of like new boom or bubble or whatever, all this money is never coming back into the industry. They've left, they've gone and put money into other things, predominantly fucking AI and shit now. So yeah, it sucks, but it's deserved. Like, what more can you say? It's absolutely deserved. And unfortunately for these guys and everyone involved in this,
everyone involved in this, no, only the grunts that work in the studios. Only for them, I feel sorry, because the people on top are the problem. And the scope of their first game, this one, way too ambitious for a new studio. Way too ambitious.
This was mostly probably due to one guy who hopefully will not be given the same opportunities in the industry, because he absolutely didn't deserve the opportunities he was given here with all this money and all this trust and all these people working under him. But either way, thanks for watching. Link to this article will be in the description. If you want to see me cover something, let me know. Social medias are all open. Discord is currently receiving a bit of a facelift, so it might be a bit buggy, but you can join. Twitter, things like that, you can contact me on. And check the link if you want to check out Gamer Subs. Buy stuff using my link, my code. You get a discount, I get money back. Win-win for everybody. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Man, good video. And another game that completely sucks dick. Completely sucks dick. You're summoning Jesse. Jesse is asleep. In Australia, it's about, I don't know, midnight right now. So he's asleep. Yeah, this was bad. Bad. Really bad.
Then there's Marco Silva himself, who's just portrayed as this buffoonish billionaire, like a so-called genius who's a total germaphobe and is obsessed with electric cars and trying to colonize space.
4 months ago?
Me too.
Oh, right, it came out in June. Right, I remember.
Yeah, and if this ain't honestly a piss take on Elon Musk, I don't know what is.
Can't stay long.
If you want your rockets here in Red Rock, you need to play nice.
He plays a big part in the overall story as well, because after some of his tech has been stolen from the company, this leads Jacob into a hostile situation with a mercenary group called Red Sand, which, as it turns out, ties in with his past in the military.
Of course.
It's you.
Now, I'd be lying if I said I followed the story after the first few hours, but then I'd also be lying if I said I gave a shit. And it all just reminds me of watching an episode of Black Mirror where everything has this incredibly drawn out build up, only for the payoff to be about as weak as a puppy pissing into the wind.
Okay.
What's not really helping either is the often weak voice acting and just poorly written dialogue, a lot of which is unintentionally hilarious.
Need that to breathe.
I don't know.
His oxygen levels are dropping.
Wow, you mean to tell me this guy's oxygen levels are dropping? Do you think it might have something to do with the fact that someone just took his oxygen mask off?
Oh boy. It's so dumb.
Wow. Jacob's also written to be a bit of an idiot as well. I mean, for his first day on the job, for instance, he breaks into an office he's expressly told to stay out of, and then just looks dumbfounded later on when it's shown that he was caught doing it all on camera.
Can you tell me what you were looking for here?
Wow. One point is in...
Okay, so all the characters are retarded. I get it. Okay, I watched this later. What do we do now? We have done 2 reacts. I think that's quite enough. 2 reacts. That's 2 videos. I still have to edit the boss fight from Half-Life 1. That's still not done. I have more videos to edit. But we are doing something else now. But what? Come on, load. By the way, Hans, I was late today because I had to uninstall my graphics card drivers and install older versions twice. I had to go back 2 updates for my graphics card drivers because my noise suppression for my microphone didn't work anymore. Fun times. Fun times. I think we switch it up and play more Arc Raiders. Why? I checked if it's working and it didn't, and then I couldn't. No, I deactivated it on accident because I thought they changed the outlay in the software. It confused me. Going back, living the past? Yeah, kind of. They changed the layout of the software and that confused me. I hate when they do that. And all of them do that. I hate it. I really do. Actually, do I want to play Arc Raiders? Do I want to? What shall we do, Hans? Any ideas? Any? I could play War Thunder. Looking at the time of the day, might be not horrible. Actually, how does my neck feel? I'm thinking. Because yesterday I streamed 8 hours. Might have been a little bit much. So let's check with, you know, how does my body feel? Do I feel that I can continue for a couple more hours? Or should I take care? Huh. I mean, at the end, I would kind of sit and lay down and watch some YouTube videos, and then that's it. What do we do? What do we do, Hans? Actually, I wanted to do a review of Arc Raiders anyway. Anyways. Review time. Arc Raiders. Let's switch things up. Okay, things are switched up. Muted the music. Actually, stop it. I go over here. A little smaller. Okay. That's... oh. Of course. Of course. It's loading fast. That's nice. But it's loading in the first place. That's already good. Man. What a day. What a day. Come on. Load. Let me get in. Bum 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 barada. Come on. Come on, load. I wonder why it's loading so slowly. Could it be... Could it be? It's not C, it's not D, it's G. Yeah, it's whatever. Okay, not a problem. Not a problem. Preloading shaders, okay. That will take a while. Wait, was that there before? I don't remember this. Was there an update? Oh. Oh, shit. Unhandled exception. Exception access violation. Writing address. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Did me going back with the version of my software completely fuck the game up? This might be really bad. Might be really, really bad. At least loading in was faster. But if that's all, then please, please work. Preloading shaders. 0%. Worst case, I have to manually delete shader cache for that game. 14, 50, 21, 25. It's still loading, but this is going on. Still loading. It stopped loading. Why was I not in the game? Why is my FPS so low? Something is off. I said something is off. The game runs like shit. Now it's fine. This is 24 FPS. Yeah, this is 75. The game literally runs like shit. Okay, let's go to the practice range. I have to test this. This seems to be completely unplayable. This is really bad. We are around 50 FPS by loading. Now 30. Oh, that's bad. Oh. Oh god. Oh god. Do you see this? Okay, we are above 80 FPS. Jesus, that's good. But not everything has loaded in. I think everything loaded in. We don't lose anything what we lose here, use here. Really? Fuck it. Yeah, the game runs well. We are above 70 FPS, which is the highest we were in a while. So far, this is good. Okay, yeah, we are fine. We are fine. 80 FPS. This is good. This is good. Let's return. Let's return, and then we go and do a raid, I guess, to test. Everything? We take this, we go somewhere. What quests do we have?
Shani's team is already...
Well, as excited as I am about this, we can't forget that any topside presence is risky. Keep it simple.
On Blue Gate,
Paint,
mark the
move
white
on,
lookout
next
tower,
building.
south of the
Quick
warehouse
work.
complex. We do this quest. We do that quest. Just for the lols. And then we should be fine. Just testing things out. Why is that shimmering? That shouldn't be the case. It shouldn't be the case. It's still going on. Damage hornets. Oh boy. Okay, FPS are high again. I have no idea, but the FPS in the play screen are so low. I have no idea, no clue whatsoever. Now I'm at 1 FPS, which is really bad. You might not believe it, but it is. It is actually bad. I hope it doesn't crash. 15 FPS, 50 something. Okay. Where do I need to go?
Hey,
Mark the white
There.
lookout tower, south of the warehouse
Make
complex.
sure you're well prepared
Warehouse.
before you face a rocketeer head-on. Find solid cover and aim quick and true. A single misstep can be curtains call. Let's go to the warehouse.
South. Over 60 FPS. This is good. Let's loot this. Let's loot this. Nice. Are you friendly? I hope you're friendly. He seems to be kind of friendly. Okay, that's the complex. Where's the tower? South of it. We are north, this is south. Might be that. Could this be? No. Where is the tower? South. Could be this one. Let's see if it is. I don't think so. Yeah, it's not. So where is it? Maybe here. Maybe it's this. No, I don't think so. Oh man. Hey there. I hope you're friendly.
Yo.
Oh, this might be it. Is this? I don't know. Maybe? Could be. I'll get onto it, on it. Okay, it's not this. Yo, do you know where the white outlook tower is? South of the warehouse complex? Guess not. The game is slightly flickering and I don't know why. I think you guys can't see it, but I see it. It's not good. Is it this one? Am I in a wrong place? Should be somewhere here, right? Upstairs, maybe? No, that's a weapon cache. At least it looks like one. Nice, 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 nice. That's a lot of money. Oh, that's a weapon cache. Yeah, that's fine. Huh. I'm not so sure what to make out of this. Is it maybe here? Maybe? No? Okay. Where the fuck is that supposed to be? Mark the white lookout tower south of the warehouse complex. Warehouse complex. Is there more than one? No. South. There. Friendly. It's a tower too. Where's that shit? Where's the next? There's a, okay, there's 2 exits. Somewhere there, must be there, right? That sounds bad. That's the warehouse.
An arc orbiter is en route. The safe window is closing. You have 10 minutes to return to Speranza. I repeat, 10 minutes.
No idea. Great. Let's get out of here. I have no idea where it is. Might be that one. And like everyone else, we go here. Yeah, I have no idea where to go. No idea where we have to go. Run, get in, get in. Get in, come on. Okay. Not really a successful raid, but we survived. That's something. We made some money. No, everything is loading in. Okay, what's wrong? Border is full speed. Okay. Ah, should be fine. So this, yeah, 9K. Oh, this too, 3K, nice. Okay, I go take a piss and then we are doing a review. $80 FPS. Well, nice.
Kitchen ventilation finally repaired, so smells should now align with menu descriptions.
Okay, review time. Can I go anywhere where I don't have audio from the game interrupting me? Okay. I guess not. So, review time. After, I think, 30 hours, 30 plus hours, being level 28. What would I rate this game? By the way, my rating is not objective, because being objective is very, very hard. So I don't even... I try, but I will not pretend that I am absolutely objective, because I'm not. So my rating for Arc Raiders would be a 8 or even a 9 out of 10. Now, personal rating. Graphically, it looks beautiful, even on my system. 32 gigs of RAM, Ryzen 1 1800X, AMD RX 7600. The game looks nice. It runs really well, really well. After I downgraded my graphics card drivers to updates for other reasons, but turns out the older versions run the game better. Because at today's rate, I only did one. My FPS were way higher than yesterday. Yesterday I gimped around at 30, if I was lucky 40, 50, but most times around 30, and it was basically unplayable. Today it's fine. It's all the drivers. The soundtrack is amazing. And with the soundtrack I don't mean the music, I mean all the sound. The sound design in this game is incredible. You will always know if an enemy AI is aggressive against you or someone near you because of the sound. On top of the visuals. Because they have light, they shine a light. They have neutral light, they have, oh, there is something that I have to investigate. They have, oh, I think there is someone, let me take a look, and oh my god, I'm gonna kill you. It's great, it's great. All of them have that. So you always know if you're in danger or not. And that was the sound. The maps? The maps... My favorite maps are Dam. That's actually... My favorite maps are Dam Battlegrounds, Bluegate. Seaports... I'm split. It seems to be good, but I'm like, I don't like it that much. Void City I don't like. I don't even know why. I just it's not my thing. I do have some places there that I like to hit because you get really good stuff there without it being actually contested. So that's nice. Now Bluegate, I think, is the most beautiful map in the game. This map is so beautiful, so great. And I haven't even seen everything. I have only been outside of the map. I mean, on the surface of the map. There's actual bunker systems. I haven't even entered them, but I entered them once and got out immediately. Because they are a labyrinth. And I needed to extract. Aside of that, yeah, this map is beautiful. Sounds great, looks great, runs well. There's one problem the game currently has. That is desync. It has desync, which I mostly recognize when I want to pick something up and it doesn't get picked up, or it takes 2 seconds to be picked up. I think that's mostly because the servers are overwhelmed with the amount of people that are trying to play the game. I think that's what's going on here. Because during the server slam, those problems didn't exist. At least I haven't seen them. Server slam, the servers ran better. So it must be that there are so many people that the servers are just overloaded. I think that's the reason. So that's a negative. Another negative is... not negative, it's a thing that they need to adjust is the quest text. I had the quest on Seaport to go to Tower A6 and go on the highest floor and loot something there. Well, I tried to get there. I couldn't. The doors are locked. Well, turns out it's not actually the tower. It's the adjacent building, which is not a tower. But the quest text actually specifically says you have to go on the highest floor of the tower. But that's not where you have to go. You have to go to the side building, on the second floor. There you find the quest object that you have to loot. It's not the first time I ran into a problem like that. That the quest object is actually not where the quest text makes you think it is. Another problem was with a quest on Blue Gate. I had to find something that sticks out of a bunch of destroyed Ark. I tried to find that thing, and now that I know where it is and how it looks, I can tell you, I even was close to it. I think I was just a couple of meters away from it, and I didn't recognize it as something that wasn't supposed to be there. That's a problem, a huge problem. I think they need to adjust the quest text for something more specific, or they need to change the visual of that quest object, because the quest object is just a metal round thing that's white and has cables coming out of it that's going around. That's not looking different enough from the Ark to make you think it's not Ark. That's a problem. It's not distinct enough from the Ark for you to know it's not Ark. That's a massive problem. Then I run into one problem. For one quest I got the blueprint. I learned the blueprint. It's for a grenade that's a lure grenade. Do you see the lure grenade? No, it's not here. I didn't learn the thing. I didn't learn the blueprint. I learned the blueprint, but it's not here. And by the way, we are maxed out. We're at max level explosive station. The blueprint isn't here. I reported the bug, so maybe it gets fixed. By the way, reporting bugs in this game, there is no option in-game to report bugs, which should be implemented 100%. You can, not here, but why isn't here an option to report a bug? Why? There should be. By the way, if you go customer service or manage, you can't report bugs here. You have to go on the Discord, as far as I know. I tried to report, no, I tried to look for bug report section on the Steam discussion thingy and didn't find anything. Yeah, so that's bad. That's bad. That's really bad. You can track things you... Yeah. So that's that. Then, you know, you can track items for things to build. Like the medical lab 3, I have almost everything but surveyor vaults and rusted shut medical kits. Now these things drop by round bolts that are hard to crack. So that's really annoying. Scrappy is even more annoying. But this would be the 3rd upgrade? The 5th maybe? Yeah. And here another quest on the Blue Gate. Mark the white lookout tower south of the warehouse complex. I looked for this for 10 minutes, didn't find it. So I have to go back and check again for it. Which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. Now, is this game for an extraction? It's an extraction shot. It's an extraction shot. Is it hardcore? No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's why I like it. Look at all the stuff that I have. Look at all this stuff. Even if I lose all my weapons, all this stuff, if I lose all of this, I can still just go and craft me new stuff. I have so much material, I can just craft new stuff. And if I lack medium gun parts, okay, I can't make medium gun parts, but you know, light and heavy. Oh my god, I can't make medium gun parts. But you also can buy them. You can buy them. Wherefore you can buy them. Where are they? Light, heavy, medium. You can 3 per day for 15 seeds. And yes, there are seeds in the game. Collect them. You will need them. Wherefore.
We rely on grow lights for the most part, so any power outage can wreak havoc on our food supply.
Shut up. 100 seeds? You get 10,000 coins for it. 10,000, which is quite good. Also, I have expanded my stash, I think 5 times? I think 5 times. And each time adds 24 slots. I have 256. That's a lot of slots. And I'm almost full again. I have more problems with my stash being full than dying in raids. Because it's so easy to get loot. The thing is, you get a lot of loot. Even outside of the high value loot areas, you get so much loot. And even good loot. There are some places that aren't, you know, oh, it's high value loot areas. They're just normal areas. And you can get really good loot there. Really good loot. And even if the loot isn't really good, you can use the not so good loot and produce good stuff out of this. If you only get simple gun parts, you can make heavy or light gun parts. If you need mechanical parts, you can make them with metal and rubber parts. You see where I'm getting? Advanced mechanical parts. For weapons, for example, they need steel springs and mechanical components. Well, mechanical components you can make from these parts. Steel springs can be found, and you can I think you can get them also from toasters if you recycle them, but only outside of the raid, which is also interesting. You have recycling outside of the raid, which gives you more resources than if you would salvage stuff, the same stuff like a toaster, in raid. You get, if you save the toaster for outside the raid to recycle, you get more out of it, which is very interesting. I like this. I really like this. Then you have your blue star, which gives you resources after each raid. 5 after each raid, which is also nice. Also, you need all of these things. All of these things are useful for crafting, the seeds for, you know, Celeste to trade things against. It's a good system. Let's also see now.
Back again.
Might want
Make
to,
it quick.
you know, a binocular so you can see further. You know, just I don't use it because I don't care. And here, radar hatch key.
I wish the other neighborhoods would maintain their slingshot stations half as well as we do ours.
There are hatches on each map, and they can only be opened with those keys, and you use them to exit the map, to extract. Now, if the hatch is open, you can extract. Only one person needs a key. If you are in a group, you know. If you do a squad, 3 people in a group, one has a key, he opens it, everyone can use it. Great idea. Great idea. Weapons.
You look like you need more than luck.
You unlock these with a level. The higher you level, the more you unlock until level 20, when I remember correctly. For example, we have a grenade launcher.
If you happen to, let's say, get your hands on another Raider's equipment up there, I'd be more than happy to buy it off you.
That thing only works against Ark, not against players. It says, fires explosives projectiles that only detonate when hitting Ark. I think that's good. That's good balancing. Now, do I love it? I don't know, but it's good. Also, the Renegade, great weapon. The anvil is a very, very good weapon. I use that all the time. I also can craft it. Clinic. If you run out of, you know, those things, run. Just run a free loadout. Escape with it, and then you can exchange.
Do you think Mob says trustworthy medic?
This thing, the free loadout augment, against one of those. It's limited to 1 per day. Well, each of them 1 per day. So you are limited. But it works. It's fine. It's good. You have shield. Also, they do things. They actually matter. For example, here the tactical MK2. Upon shield break, deploys a small smoke grenade. Has a fixed cooldown. The normal thing doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. It's just, you know, only the quick slot moves are more, slots are more, and that's it. But here you have 2 prison pockets. And you have 3 slots for valuables, aka things that are already being sold for money. They have no other point in the game, which I think is fine, completely fine. This thing is really good. Automatically throws off attached tricks after 1 second, which is also good. Ticks are tiny arc that are spiders. They're tiny spiders. They are on the walls, on the ceiling, and they jump you like a facehugger. It's really nice. You have different kinds of shields. That's a light, medium, and heavy shield. There might actually, is there? Light, medium, heavy. I think heavy is the maximum. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. There's a lot of tools in the game. A lot of things you can use to make your life easier or harder. This thing, every 24 hours, I guess, these reset, and those feeds here, aka tasks, supply drops requested. On the map, you go to a station where you can call a supply drop. You got this. You got 10 points. And then this is being done, and you get a new one. They automatically give you a new one, which is great for farming. You can farm the cred very easy. But now, what do you use them for? cosmetics. And not only cosmetics, for example, you can buy crates and you get items out of it. Wolf packs are very good against the Ark, and only the Ark. They are incredible. They shoot out 12 missiles. And each missile deals 166 damage. That's insane. That's really good. And of course, cosmetics. This one unlocked a collar for skin. This one, same. This one unlocked a helmet. It unlocked a helmet for this outfit. Looks good, doesn't it? It's whatever. I think, by the way, that the cosmetics in this game aren't that great. I think they aren't. They could really be better. But at this point, it's whatever. It's whatever. Now we unlock this one. Hooray! Okay, I can actually see me wearing this. This looks cool. And here we have more colors to unlock. Now this looks kind of decent, right? This looks neat. But what about the store? Of course, premium currency. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cosmetics in this game. They are, I mean, they don't look bad. They are just whatever, right? It's not that great. But one reason for that being the case is no, not appearance. We have body type 1 and 2, no, A and B. Which is sad. I wish I could make just a really attractive woman. Or a cool looking dude. Because the problem is, you can't. You don't have a lot of choices when it comes to the faces. I think this is the most womanly looking woman they have. Except for the Asian. The Asian looks very Asian. Kind of looks like a dude. And then the dude guys are, of course, you know, guys. Okay, that's a woman, I think. But yeah, the customization in this game is not good. It's not. You will not see me thinking this is good. Never. Because it's not. Yeah, let's go with this. Hairstyles are also not good. Why would I want these? These aren't good. They're so way too modern. And with modern I mean let's just not talk about it. Yeah, this looks decent. But the rest, yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, you can get custom. You can get customizations for quest rewards. That's nice, I guess. But most of this stuff is whatever. It's not actually, you know, oh my god, this is so cool. I got cool stuff when I bought, you know, I bought the game, I bought the deluxe edition, I got this one. And this one. That's what I run around with all the time. currently. I think I should change that. Back to this. There. I like the goggles. Yeah, we are going to run around in this again. Oh, look. Isn't this awesome? It's not. This is way cooler. Yeah. So that's our graders. 819 out of 10. At the moment, people are quite aggressive. At least when compared to the very early release and the server slam. During the server slam, basically everyone was friendly, and now almost no one is. So yeah, that's a thing. But personally, yeah, I prefer only occasionally being shot at by people. I prefer fighting the Ark and working with people. But then again, I agree with the developers that without PvP, the game would be boring. It would be very boring very soon. I think after 1 or 2 months, the player base would be dead. I think that would be the case. Even with them releasing new content, which they do, they just had implemented new conditions to maps. To new maps, like I think Harvester was not on Blue Gate at launch. It came on last Friday. Also Iron Storm, I think it's Iron Storm. No, Electromagnetic Storm is new on almost. Alright, here, Electromagnetic Storm, that thing. Fewer active return points, lightning strikes. Disrupting Ark machines and electrocuting unsuspected raiders. Difficulty is increased. I don't know what this means. I don't know. Maybe it's loot, maybe it's the difficulty, I don't know. Shouldn't be the difficulty. Night raids are also a thing. No active raider has increased loot value, fewer active return points. You know? There is stuff in the game, and they are implementing new stuff. For example, they are close to getting this map out. I think next month, maybe? And they are making new quests. They have plans to have this game run for 10 years. I've seen a video where someone said that the devs have 12 maps ready, kind of ready. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 maps in, plus practice, plus this one coming in December. And then I guess 2 months later the next one comes in. That's what I would expect. And new quests, and new stuff. I mean, it's a live service game. They have to. So yeah, that's my review of Ark Raiders. I like it. I think it's a good casual extraction shooter, which is actually made for casuals. I forgot one thing. Projects is where you reset your account. I started it without knowing it. So you have 6 things here that you have to do. You have to put in massive resources. And yeah, it is what it is. I started it. I will not finish it unless I'm max level and I'm bored and want to try it out. By the way, max level, I've seen someone being level 75 or something like that. I have no idea what the max level is. I just know it's over 70. So that's good. I would say that's good. And I'm looking forward to that. To reaching those points. And yes, there's a skill tree. The skill tree doesn't have anything totally broken in it. But it has some good stuff, but the good stuff is mostly down here. In the lower parts. Not even there. Even though there are good things there, but they aren't incredibly good. If you get what I mean. Nothing broken in here. Maybe the in-round crafting unlocks the ability to field craft items by the top side. Maybe. Maybe that's kind of broken, but I don't think so. We have a codex where you can look up quests and characters. You know? Things like that. History people. Toledo. Okay, I haven't seen that one before. The only known underground city in the Rust Belt. Okay. Black markets. Haven't seen that. Yeah. Player stats. You have player stats. Total time spent topside. Almost 21 hours. Only being in raids. To be fair, a lot of time you will spend actually inventory management and, you know, crafting and stuff like that. Because that's how the game works. That's just how it is. And you can and the twice you can unlock stuff when you rank up, like a black eye, like styles for your character, an emote, backpack. It's literally the same. Backpack attachment. It's not, these things aren't wild, but they are there. You can grind those out if you want to. I don't care about them. Great. There's an outfit. Great. Oh my god, I need it. No, I don't. It's kind of whatever. And you don't even get new stuff when you are up this high. Do we get here more stuff? Scarlet black petrol collar. Oh, great, a new collar. Awesome. Yeah. When you're top 100, I think it's worldwide. Leaderboard rank. Position 88 in Rookie 1. Unchanged. Is going to be reset 16 hours. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, it's kind of whatever. You have those things that if you know, get them, you get rewards. Which are random items, I guess. It's, you know, it's something you can do if you want to. But yeah, that's my review of Arc Raiders. I like this game. I just hope that when Escape from Tarkov 1.0 comes out, that all the hardcore PvPers, all the people that want to play hardcore, go to that game. And it's not like that I didn't play Escape from Tarkov, I did. But I wasn't a huge fan. Okay. That's it for this video. If you like this, consider subscribing and liking. And maybe even commenting. Oh my god, that would be awesome. That the algorithm would love those things if you do them. And me too. Bye bye. Video done. Video done. Where is my... There. Okay. For how long? 3 hours? Yeah. Yeah. I think I will make a... Well, actually... Yeah. I'm not in the mood to play. We are calling it a day. I'm gonna edit videos. Excitement. Maybe I stream later. Something. Maybe even War Thunder. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. I see you guys next time. Bye bye. Yes, yes.